The Forgotten Castle. It started innocently enough, a group of friends seeking adventure and excitement for our annual getaway. When someone suggested renting out an old castle rumored to be haunted, we couldn't resist the allure of the unknown. Little did we realize the horrors that awaited us within its ancient walls. As we approached the castle, a sense of foreboding washed over us. Its looming silhouette against the moonlit sky seemed to whisper secrets of centuries past. Ignoring our unease, we forged ahead, eager to begin our adventure. The moment we stepped inside, an oppressive atmosphere enveloped us. The air was thick with dust, and the castle's decrepit halls echoed with the whispers of the past. Despite our attempts to shake off the feeling of unease, it clung to us like a shroud. It didn't take long for strange things to start happening. Objects moved on their own, and eerie sounds echoed through the corridors at night. We laughed it off at first, dismissing it as our imaginations running wild. But deep down, we knew there was something more sinister at play. One night, as we explored the castle's labyrinthine corridors, we encountered a ghostly apparition. Its ethereal form glided through the darkness, its hollow eyes filled with unspoken sorrow. Frozen in fear, we watched as it disappeared into the shadows, leaving us shaken to the core. Determined to uncover the truth behind the castle's haunting, we delved into its history. What we discovered chilled us to the bone: tales of betrayal, murder, and vengeful spirits condemned to wander the halls for all eternity. We realized then that we had stumbled into a nightmare from which there was no escape. With each passing day, the castle seemed to exert a stronger hold on us. We felt its malevolent presence lurking in every shadow, watching our every move with malicious intent. No longer were we mere visitors, we were prisoners in a realm of darkness and despair. As the paranormal activity escalated, so too did our descent into madness. Sleep became elusive, haunted by nightmares of the castle's tortured past. Tempers flared, and trust began to fray as the castle's influence tore at the fabric of our sanity. In a desperate bid to appease the restless spirits, we attempted to perform rituals to communicate with the other side. But instead of bringing closure, our actions seemed to anger the entities that dwelled within the castle's walls, unleashing a torrent of terror upon us. We discovered hidden passages leading to long-forgotten chambers, where ancient symbols adorned the walls. These were portals to realms beyond our understanding, gateways to darkness that threatened to consume us whole. With each encounter, we teetered on the brink of oblivion. Amidst the chaos, memories of our past sins resurfaced, tormenting us with guilt and remorse. We realized that the castle was feeding on our darkest fears, using them against us in its twisted game of torment. We were trapped in a nightmare of our own making, with no hope of escape. At the heart of the castle stood a spectral guardian, a vengeful spirit bound to its halls by ancient magic. It spoke of a curse that had befallen the castle centuries ago, condemning all who entered to suffer its wrath. We knew then that our only hope lay in breaking the curse before it consumed us all. Armed with newfound determination, we confronted the guardian in a bid to break the curse and free ourselves from its grip. But the guardian would not yield so easily, unleashing its full fury upon us in a desperate bid to protect the castle's dark secrets. A battle ensued, pitting our will against the guardian's malevolent power. Shadows danced and twisted around us as we fought for our lives, every moment bringing us closer to the brink of oblivion. But with courage and determination, we refused to surrender to the darkness that threatened to consume us. In a moment of selfless bravery, one among us offered themselves as a sacrifice to break the curse once and for all. With tears in our eyes, we watched as they confronted the guardian, their bravery shining like a beacon in the darkness. It was a sacrifice we would never forget, a testament to the strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable horror. With the guardian vanquished, we performed the ritual to break the curse that had held the castle in its thrall for centuries. As the final incantation echoed through the halls, we felt the castle's malevolent power begin to wane, its grip on us loosening with each passing moment. At long last, we were free. As dawn broke over the horizon, we emerged from the castle's shadow, forever changed by the horrors we had witnessed. Though scars remained, we carried with us a newfound sense of purpose and redemption. We had faced our demons and emerged stronger for it, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. In the aftermath of our ordeal, we reflected on the lessons we had learned, of the dangers of meddling with forces beyond our comprehension, and the importance of friendship and courage in the face of adversity. Though the road had been fraught with peril, it had led us to a place of understanding and enlightenment we never could have imagined. As we bid farewell to the castle and the nightmares it held, we looked to the future with a renewed sense of hope and optimism. Though the memories of our ordeal would linger, we knew that we had emerged stronger for it, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead with courage and determination. As we left the castle behind, we knew that our journey was far from over. Though the shadows of the past would always haunt us, we faced the future with a sense of hope and possibility, knowing that we had triumphed over the darkness that had threatened to consume us. And as we walked away, we carried with us the memories of our harrowing adventure, a reminder of the strength and resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable horror. The getaway. When my friends proposed renting an old castle for a weekend getaway, I couldn't resist the allure of adventure. Little did I know, our decision would lead us into a nightmare of paranormal horrors beyond imagination. As we approached the castle, its towering spires and crumbling walls loomed ominously against the gray sky. Excitement mingled with apprehension as we crossed the threshold into the unknown. Inside, the castle was a maze of dark corridors and creaking staircases. Shadows danced along the walls, and whispers echoed through the empty halls, hinting at the secrets hidden within. On our first night, strange occurrences began. Doors slammed shut on their own, and cold drafts chilled the air. I caught glimpses of figures darting in the shadows, but when I looked closer, they vanished without a trace. Determined to uncover the truth, we set up cameras and EVP recorders throughout the castle. As we delved deeper into our investigation, we encountered unsettling evidence of ghostly activity, disembodied voices, mysterious orbs, and apparitions captured on film. Research revealed the castle's dark past, tales of betrayal, murder, and unspeakable cruelty. It seemed the spirits of the past still lingered within its walls, trapped by their tragic fates. Desperate for answers, we conducted a séance in the castle's grand hall. As we reached out to the other side, a chilling presence made itself known, its icy touch sending shivers down our spines. With each passing day, the activity grew more intense. Objects flew across rooms, and sinister laughter echoed through the corridors. It was clear that we were not alone, and whatever dwelled within the castle had no intention of letting us leave. One of our group vanished without a trace, leaving behind only a trail of blood and a sense of dread that hung heavy in the air. As we searched the castle, we realized that we were being hunted by something far more sinister than we could have ever imagined. Fear and paranoia consumed us as we struggled to survive within the castle's walls. Shadows lurked around every corner, and the lines between reality and nightmare blurred until we could no longer trust our senses. In a desperate bid to appease the spirits, we offered ourselves as vessels for their rage and sorrow. As we invoked their presence, we felt their icy grip tighten around us, threatening to drag us into the abyss. We uncovered an ancient curse that bound the castle to its tragic past, condemning all who dared to trespass within its walls. It seemed our fate was sealed, unless we could find a way to break the curse before it consumed us all. Armed with newfound determination, we scoured the castle for clues, piecing together fragments of its dark history in a desperate race against time. But with each passing moment, the spirits grew stronger, their wrath closing in around us. With the help of an ancient tome discovered in the castle's library, we prepared to perform a ritual to break the curse once and for all. But as we chanted the incantations, we felt a malevolent presence stir within the depths of the castle, ready to defend itself at any cost. In the heart of the castle, we faced the source of the evil that plagued us, a vengeful spirit consumed by hatred and despair. With courage and determination, we confronted the entity, knowing that our lives hung in the balance. A fierce battle ensued as we fought tooth and nail against the malevolent force that sought to destroy us. Shadows writhed and twisted around us, and the very walls of the castle seemed to groan in agony as we clashed with the darkness. With a surge of determination, we unleashed the power of the ritual, banishing the curse from the castle once and for all. Light pierced through the darkness, and we felt the spirits hold on the castle weaken until they were no more. Exhausted but victorious, we emerged from the castle's depths, forever changed by our harrowing ordeal. Though scars remained, we knew that we had triumphed over the darkness that had threatened to consume us. As we left the castle behind, we carried with us the memories of our shared ordeal, a testament to the strength of friendship and the resilience of the human spirit. Though the shadows of the past would always linger, we faced the future with hope and optimism, ready to embrace whatever adventures lay ahead. In the end, the castle stood silent and empty, its haunted halls now free from the curse that had bound them for centuries. Though its dark history would never be forgotten, it would serve as a warning to all who dared to tread its haunted grounds. And as we walked away, we knew that our story would live on as a cautionary tale of the dangers that lurk in the shadows, and the power of courage and friendship to overcome them. The shadows. When my friends proposed renting an old castle for the weekend getaway, I couldn't resist the adventure. Little did I know, our decision to stay in the ancient fortress would lead us into a nightmare of paranormal activities and terror. As we approached the castle, its looming silhouette against the moonlit sky sent shivers down my spine. The air was thick with anticipation as we crossed the threshold, unaware of the horrors that awaited us within its ancient walls. The castle's caretaker regaled us with tales of its haunted past, of restless spirits and inexplicable phenomena that plagued its halls. Skeptical yet intrigued, we brushed off his warnings, eager to begin our adventure. As night fell, the castle took on a sinister air, its shadows dancing in the flickering candlelight. Strange sounds echoed through the corridors, and a chill settled over us, despite the roaring fire in the hearth. It wasn't long before we encountered the castle's spectral inhabitants, fleeting apparitions that vanished as quickly as they appeared, leaving us shaken and terrified. Each encounter left us questioning our sanity and our decision to stay in the castle. Determined to uncover the truth behind the castle's hauntings, we embarked on a series of paranormal investigations. Armed with cameras and EVP recorders, we ventured into the darkest corners of the fortress, hoping to capture evidence of the supernatural. As our investigations intensified, so too did the activity within the castle. Doors slammed shut of their own accord, objects moved inexplicably, and a sense of dread hung heavy in the air. It was clear that we were not alone, and whatever lurked within the castle had no intention of letting us leave. Through research and old journals found in the castle's library, we uncovered the truth behind its haunting, an ancient curse placed upon the castle centuries ago by a vengeful sorcerer. Now, it seemed, the curse had awakened, seeking vengeance upon all who dared to trespass within its walls. With each passing hour, the castle's grip on us tightened, its malevolent presence growing stronger. Fearing for our lives, we made plans to escape, but the castle seemed determined to keep us trapped within its confines. Every exit was blocked, every attempt thwarted by unseen forces. As tensions reached their breaking point, we resolved to confront the source of the castle's curse head-on. Armed with knowledge and determination, we ventured into the heart of the fortress, prepared to face whatever horrors awaited us. In the depths of the castle, we found ourselves locked in a battle with the darkness itself. Shadowy figures lurked in the shadows, whispering malevolent words that threatened to drive us to madness. But we refused to yield, our willpower the only defense against the encroaching darkness. In a moment of desperation, one among us offered themselves as a sacrifice, willing to give their life to break the curse and save the rest of us. It was a decision made with a heavy heart, but one that we knew was necessary if we were to have any hope of escaping the castle's clutches. With the sacrifice made, the castle began to crumble around us, its ancient stones crumbling to dust as the curse was finally broken. We raced through the crumbling corridors, dodging falling debris and fleeing from the malevolent spirits that pursued us. At long last, we emerged from the castle, battered and bruised but alive. As we watched from a safe distance, the fortress collapsed in on itself, consumed by the darkness that had plagued it for centuries. We had survived, but at what cost? In the aftermath of our ordeal, we struggled to come to terms with what we had experienced. The memories of the castle's haunting would haunt us for the rest of our lives, a constant reminder of the horrors we had faced within its walls. Though the castle was gone, its legacy lived on in our minds and hearts. We vowed to never forget the sacrifices that had been made and to honor the memory of those who had lost their lives within its cursed halls. In time, the wounds inflicted by our ordeal began to heal, though the scars remained. We found solace in each other's company, drawing strength from the bonds forged in the crucible of our shared trauma. As we said our final farewells to the castle's ruins, we knew that we were leaving behind more than just stone and mortar. We were leaving behind a chapter of our lives, one marked by fear, loss, and ultimately, redemption. Though the castle had nearly claimed our lives, it had also taught us valuable lessons about courage, resilience, and the power of friendship. We emerged from its shadow stronger and wiser, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. As we walked away from the ruins of the castle, we knew that we were embarking on a new chapter of our lives. Though the memories of our harrowing ordeal would never truly fade, we were determined to make the most of the second chance we had been given. With hope in our hearts and each other by our sides, we set out into the unknown, ready to face whatever adventures awaited us.